your team, trade them out. Brag it to your mates like you never had a doubt. It's FMDT coming around for you. Cause no one really knows the way you pick like you do. Injuries or worse, suddenly retired and hurt. Get your backs, forwards and mids, never satisfied, you've always got the shits. It's FMDT coming around for you. FMDT, 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 FMDT coming right for you. FMDT, there's nothing you can do. FMDT coming around for you.
Alright gang, welcome to FMDT. We're here filming at Mississippi Moon. This is actually not the first episode we filmed, but this is the first time you probably see our beautiful faces, because the last episode we filmed, the draft edition, was me and Cam just talking for about 10 hours.
Oh god, dude, so much information going on that.
And it's still on the editing table, unfortunately, so there might be a while before you see that one. But here we are to discuss round 1 and 2. We've got Shane back with us.
Shane,
I was always here, they don't know any different.
He wasn't there for the first episode, he was suffering from a bit of PTSD. Also a bit of the old granny legs from riding on the draft board for his punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bedridden for a week.
So glad to see you hobble along out to here, Shane.
Hobbling Bowie.
But yeah, we've had 2 rounds of footy, which is very exciting. It's great to have footy back. It's it was a great long weekend as well, where I got to have my family and friends completely ignored as I tried to watch as much footy as possible. I had an absolute cracker of a match on Easter Monday. The Cats against the Hawks.
That's exactly what Jesus wanted on Easter Monday. They delivered in spades.
The Hawks resurrected.
Absolutely.
I thought you were talking about my match against Kieran.
We're not talking about fantasy.
We'll get there.
We're not talking about fantasy yet. I'd rather focus on the really exciting thing, the footy, because fantasy is depressing for me at the moment.
That's alright, you've got Sahil statistics to help you through the tough times. This is what could have happened.
Yeah. What did it predict for me? All my own statistics would predict me as the best team. I'll keep referring to those for the rest of the season, deluding myself. But yeah, we are in the fantasy season. It is very exciting to have footy back.
Very exciting.
Cam's on his lunch break, so we've got about 15 minutes left.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're all sitting even after week 1. We all happen to be on 1 win, 1 loss.
Right.
It's all very even Stevens in the league.
Very much so.
But I feel like we have all very different tales to tell.
Yes.
How have you guys found your first 2 weeks?
Well, I was disappointed in round 1, obviously, to lose. But I have...
But you bounced back. You
I bounced
resurrected
back.
yourself.
I did.
For Easter.
I have the second most points for, so it's not too bad. I got the most points against. Just after round 2.
So you're claimed for the unluckiest team already. Right. I mean, it's happened to you before.
It has,
So-
it has. But this
History
time,
repeats itself.
I was like ready to hide and like have a whole week of work sick. Just when I saw like Zach Tui on 77 points at halftime and Kieran only 20 points behind me, but
They had a thrilling ending actually. One of the better ones. 19 points in it at 3/4 time in the Cats Hawks match. That was the real story of Easter Monday, I believe.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Shane luckily escaped. And I think-
Isaac Smith decided to have a 30-odd point last quarter, so he saved my round.
Hardwick as well contributed there for you, and it was a good one for you. Cam, I think you had a pretty close call as well.
It was pretty much a reverse of Shane. I was pretty happy with the first round. Second round, I had some pretty unlucky injuries with Tom Scully as well as Cruiser, and then Jordan Buffett. So most of my
Scully
runs
was
were-
rough, very rough, and someone that you went early on and obviously really wanted to build your team around.
Yeah, true. You know, GWS midfielder couldn't go wrong there. So
Well, obviously you could. So, so very unlucky.
yeah, this is fantasy. So it should go wrong. So I'll be looking for Dion Cressy to come back hopefully this week and even it up, and hopefully not too much that I have to change.
And not have an injury-plagued season like he always does.
Yeah.
Hopefully for you. Yeah, I had one of those weeks where I was pretty much shouting the name of the show pretty consistently. FMDT, fuck my dream team, was pretty much the yeah. It's a real course.
I just stick to the first word of that, actually.
Yeah, I like to
I
impress.
just jumping around my dream team.
However you want to do it, man. As long as there's a lot of F's in there. I was really questioning what had happened to the great Too Delicious, you know, who had made such good decisions in previous years, really knew how to form a team together.
Really knew how to finish bottom as well.
Is it because you changed your name?
Well, exactly. That's what's happened to my team. It's gone, baby gone.
Oh, you're gone.
I'm gone.
Makes sense.
I did have one thing that pissed me off this week, though, in particular, and it was the bombers. So after week one,
What a great match that was.
I don't even want to hear it, man. we don't make me push it. Smashed the Crows. I was riding a high. We went out, loved it. I traded in string because I was high on the bombers, and I thought, hey, if anybody offered me bombers, I probably would have taken a lot of them, all of them. But turned out that we showed our true colours, and Stringer showed his true colours as a...
Oh, string is rubbish.
Well, yeah.
45 points.
Absolute shit.
Absolute bollocks, yeah.
Yeah, completely unmotivated, unfit, and absolute shit, and just a
Even Merritt got tagged by a
He's a
second-year player and got 70 points.
Hey, he's got to live up to if he wants to match Kane Lambert on 56. That right now.
Yeah, lots of waste of roster space on my team. That's for
But
sure.
just looking at it, I mean, you know, Max had some pretty good forwards. He had Westhoff and Dixon and Dunkley that were running through the midfield. There weren't too many forwards on your side. I mean, Petrevsky Seaton, pretty good pickup.
Thank you. My forwards are my major cause for concern. So anybody at all who might have some forwards, feel free to throw them at me, and I might
There you
make
go.
a trade offer.
I mean, what did I say? My forward emergency is averaging 90, and I have a forward in the mids.
Yeah, don't rub it in there. Just like
Probably, I might be able to do something.
And don't try to offer me any bombers anymore because I'm over it. It's just we couldn't get even a bigger team that was playing kids. 4 debutantes. Unbelievable.
So that was a good.
Anyway, let's move
That was
on.
a good. What have we got, Max? On this other match that we actually had, Dunkin' Donuts versus Manny Barcelona. Probably the lowest score that we've had this year. 12
It is the lowest score we've had this year.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts really, Duncan, the namesake of the team,
Very, very
was played
unlucky.
out, so very unlucky there.
Yep.
He had a pretty bad emergency to cover him as well. He's Dale, who only got him 30 something
Oh, there we
points.
go, yep,
Maybe
yep.
Dale.
Yep.
And he finds himself at the bottom of the ladder actually, so a lot of work to do for the Dunkin' Donuts.
Very good midfield for our side here. We got Mitchell in there. You got Dane Zorka, the magician, found some form back.
He got tagged last week. This week
Yeah.
they let him run free a little bit more, so yeah.
That'd be interesting to see what happens there. You had other like Luke Hodge, still a bit, you know, just up and down, like in the middle there. But if you've got Robertson and Sicily in your back half, then you're not going to lose too much.
So Sato actually finds himself as one of the 2 undefeated teams at the moment, along with Max, who is our top scorer for the week.
Were they like the two that we said had the worst drafts? Or?
The 2 that had Sato did his typical half asleep random choices, and somehow they've worked out again, and we knew it would, like, as much as we didn't want to admit it.
I mean, does he still have 3 ruckmen in his team?
Yeah, I'm not even sure he's doing that.
Sure does.
I think Alec could use some ruckman though, given that he's got a really longest scoring 20s for him at the moment. And Centerlands somehow outscored by belt chambers in that game. So, that's amazing.
I tell you what, who just like in Whisker outscored someone. Men of Steel versus Barnaby's backbench, 9 points in it.
Yeah, very close. Down to the wire. Barnaby's
Young
backbench
mates.
a little bit unlucky because they had Sean Burgoyne in the final game. Went down injured.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he did play under 25% tunnel ground though, so he did get his emergency score. Wasn't great though, so might have cost him the win.
Cyril Rioli, only 31 points.
Yeah, I
Right?
saw that.
He did have influence, but that's what the commentator said. He doesn't need to have much positions to have influence on the game, but he just doesn't get any possessions. He's horrible defensively, but we'll see how it goes.
So those 2 teams find themselves in no man's land with 8 of us on 1 win, 1 loss.
Absolutely.
So quite a lot of us there. There is one other team that joins the Dunkin' Donuts though in the no wins category, and that is unfortunately Shane's opponent this week, Kieran Murphy's Law, who is still not changed his name actually. We need a name change, Kieran.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you can't be keeping Murphy's Law around.
That's
It's,
a common theme for Kieran's team.
yeah.
But he did get a good score.
Waiting a name change.
He did get a good score though, like compared to last
He got
week.
the 3rd highest score of the round, so it's incredibly unlucky that he had a loss. Probably shouldn't be in that block of no wins.
No.
So
it's unlucky.
you can bounce it. But that's the scores for the round.
Absolutely.
And
And
move on to some talking points. So I wanted to actually mention free agents.
go for it.
So we had our first round of waiver pickups go off this week, and man, it was right for the picking. There were some really great pickups.
Yeah.
This batch actually served us up McPherson, who got a 98 on Cornflakes bench.
McPherson's pretty good.
Jaron Geary and Tomlinson, who got 94 and 96 respectively for the Unit Security Council, for the newcomer. Pretty great defenses. Basically,
Everyone needs defenders, right? At this moment.
and he's basically just made a defense that's amazing. Tim Kelly, 115 for Men of Steel. That was the guy who I really wanted.
That wins the game for him.
Yeah.
Won by what did you say? 9 points.
9 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge performance, and actually the pickup of the round. Doherty with a 78 for Green with Envy. Alright. I don't know how to pronounce his name. The Adelaide defender.
Oh!
Is that alright? Doherty?
Yeah, I think it's Doherty. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Alright, thanks, Cam. Thanks for the back off. That's what I got you here for.
Didi.
I was just thinking like Doherty, like
I was thinking of Kirby.
I don't mind DD.
Didi.
Finlayson
DD.
for this lad. Lads and Larrikins got Finlayson this round, and he got them a nice 90.
Not on the field.
On the
he was on the
field,
field, yeah.
and Jimmy Webster, 95 for Rush on Sharon. And in fact, all of these players were started, Shane, except for McPherson,
Right, of course.
and except for Didi, who Ian, I'm not sure why, he didn't actually put him as an emergency, even though he was playing on a Thursday game. And he has Sam Doherty as like the perfect loophole enabler. So a bit of an oversight. But either way, everybody was rewarded for their ballsy choices of starting their free agents, and they all got 90s. And I'm regretting a lot having gone early on defenders in the draft and not just picking up free agents like I normally would.
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot I picked up Blake Hardwick as well. He got 82.
Oh, Hardwick.
Him on field.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't even make the. He didn't hit 90, man. Doesn't even make the
Well, I
cut.
just remembered
What I did pick up, Shane, was the duds.
the nuts.
So we had Tim English picked up by Cornflakes.
Yes.
Do you remember?
My cornflakes.
By Cornflakes, sorry. By Man of Steel.
Yeah.
We were pretty excited about. We said, hey, this is a guy who they're saying is
So you picked him up straight away.
the
Just,
number one rock
yeah.
flag, right, for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
It turns out all the Bulldogs are trash,
Yeah.
so you might as well look elsewhere.
And there was like 3 or 4 of them that are rocks. So
Exactly. I mean,
It might be English, but it doesn't speak fantasy language.
well,
he got 35 and he actually had 0 at halftime.
Yeah.
So that was...
I know, you had 3 at quarter time and 0 at half time.
That's correct.
3 hit outs and 3 hits.
To Steve's credit, he benched him. I picked
Two
up...
beverages forever. Did he bench him?
For what? For
Did beverage.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Well, he will be this week, most likely, right?
Yeah.
Zach Guthrie was my pickup, which, with all these great defenders going before me, I completely messed up and got a guy who only got 47 points when I started.
Nice.
But he was not the dud of the free agency. It was Ken O'Shea, who Shea picked up and started for a score of 45.
He was on 45 at like half time.
He was.
Running
And he was looking like a good pick.
Yeah.
And he was talked about having that, like, maybe that Sam Doherty role before the season.
Yeah. I mean, he is. I have 3 free agent picks in at the moment, and O'Shea's being dropped for all of them. So hopefully I get one of them.
There you go. Well, that brings me to my other point, which is pick up the players that Shane drops. So as soon as he drops O'Shea, I'm sure maybe Alec or Cam might swoop in and get him.
Probably.
Because Alec swooped in on blitz abs this week, one that Shane dropped, and he got him a handy 82 points. And if you remember anything about last season, anybody who Shane drops turns to gold.
I mean,
that got me a premiership last season. Pick out his duds. So
I mean that's why I slept Sinclair. So
we're just waiting for any moment now.
well, Guthrie's sitting there, man. You have to pick him
How long
up.
does Sinclair last in your team? 1 more week?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of shit scoring, the Tigers. You know, just most of those players, you know, just on the output. You got your Brandon Ellis, you got your Kane Man, you've got your second layer of mids that just don't seem to do what your people fancy.
This is particularly comes at me hard because I picked up Brendan Ellis and he had around 4 and 6 picks, so I really went hard with the Tigers.
Yeah.
last round, they only had one talent, and that was Dusty. Obviously. The round before that, they only had 2 talents, and one of those was Dusty again. In this game against the Crows, they only had 3 players score over 80 points.
Over 80.
Their 4th best player was Trent Kotcher, who got 76 points.
He just came back from injury. Wow, yeah.
13 Crows outscored him.
Good luck with Prestia coming back to save your team this week.
And here's my favourite point, is that Matt Crouch, who only played 1 quarter, outscored 4 Tigers.
Before going down.
Yeah.
His hamstring.
Well, yeah, he played 1 quarter. So look, if you don't own Dusty and you own any other Tigers, it's a cause for panic, I think a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. You've got Townsend.
Yeah, I got Townsend. Yeah, not working out for me.
It's not working out for you. It's worse for me, but yeah, going hard on Lambert, going hard on Brendan Ellis.
Yeah.
I might need to reiterate, just in case last week's episode doesn't air, Cam, about my love for Lambert.
True.
My frothiness over Lambert. I went pretty hard on him on draft day. I went pretty hard on him when we went out drinking after draft day and telling everybody how great he was. And Nick called me up on it and said, you know what, I think Jack Martin's a better player. I think he'll outscore Kane Lambert during the season. And I said, there's no way he can do that. I'll bet you a rap battle. So whoever loses, whoever scores less for the season is going to have to do a rap battle against the other player, about the other player.
Right, okay.
It's been really busy.
Did you think...
It'd be better than my
I'm just at the
birds at the
space.
start of the year.
Someone to go home.
I have 23 weeks to work on it. So, well, 21 now, but yeah, well.
I mean, I had 6 months.
Look, I'm still a big believer in Kane Lambert, but it is getting harder and harder to believe in any Tigers at the moment.
Well, someone had a bit of belief in Jack Rewald. Just trading for him and Michael Barlow.
That's right.
That's
So that was Men of Steel, Steve, with getting Barlow, trading the first trade that Ian's made this season, and we're all expecting it, we're all waiting for it. And I don't know, maybe it's not that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
So,
There was no pick stealing involved. So.
How many games did Michael Barlow play this year?
Great question.
He
wasn't named,
so about 15 maybe, tops.
he hasn't played the first 2. He wasn't named as an emergency in either lineup.
Right.
And
He's not injured.
he's not injured. He's playing in the reserves.
Well, he was emergency round 1.
I'll
He
just,
might have been actually.
It was
Yeah,
emergency
It was
round
emergency
2.
round 2, which is a bit telling. Like, not rated enough by the coach. I think they're going for more of a youthful rebuild. He doesn't really fit the thing. But when he does play, the guy's going to average a lot. He's a ball magnet. The ball just comes to him.
Yeah, he'll
So,
be like 90 at least as a forward.
yeah, he's a ball hungry bastard. So he loves to get
Like him,
built.
Monday.
But
That's
then
exactly.
Jack Rewald's,
and vice versa.
what, he's going to score 40 or 90. What, he got 100 in round 1.
Yeah.
Well, he's Richmond, as we've just been discussing.
Personally, I like it for Steve getting Barlow because I think that is potentially like a premiership winning trend. Like
Yeah.
if Barlow comes back and starts playing well,
Gets his spot in the team.
that's going to set you up. I don't think Jack Rewald on the other hand is one that's going to win anything for you. Like kind of replace
He
him.
might help you win every now and then if he gets a bag and gets his 112.
Exactly. Yeah, he might, but then he'll lose as many for you as he'll win, right?
Yeah.
So I like the trade for Steve, but it's not the worst trade we've ever seen Ian do. So at least there's that, guys.
I actually have as well.
What's hot and cold?
Hot and cold
We
is
discussed
just
this.
hot and cold is just me wanting to point out some players that have been doing well, just give some people some shout outs, and also point out some people that nobody likes.
Cool.
First of all, shout out to Cornelio for currently being the second best averaging mid.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's hot.
What a spud.
Cam, any regrets about not keeping him in round 6?
No.
None whatsoever.
I was so happy when you did it.
Well, that's surprising. Do you know who you kept instead?
Becky.
Yeah, you happy how that's worked out?
Don't wish that.
I don't actually know how he's been doing.
It's been going
I
right.
got like a 90.
77 and 99.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah, not quite 130 averaging mid.
Round 6.
I was annoyed that you took him that early. I thought you might have gone a bit early, but
So did I
obviously
after the fact, but
he's a gun.
pretty happy at the moment.
Next pick maybe.
The next pick,
bit early,
jeez.
bit early.
Whoa.
Led. Shout out to you,
I
Cam.
was literally just about to say.
As probably the best keeper in the league, he is averaging 132, just below Canelio,
It's mental.
but he's the third best averaging player in the league.
He just
is
hunts down
insane.
a lot of contests, and for some reason he just seems to get away with the ball most of them.
He's actually had calls to be the next pick from the fantasy, the DT talk guys.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right, that's it for Cam.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks very much, guys. Gonna go back to work, but good luck with the draft league, and
We'll
See
just
you
we'll
next
hold
time.
on to your tablet. So there we go.
Cool, I don't have much left to
I
run.
know I got to run in like 5 minutes anyway.
So
So
that's all right.
this is going. What's that? Oh, I thought it stopped, but it hasn't stopped. We can keep going.
We've got a shout out to Simpson, who,
Simpson.
as a 113 averaging defender, was obviously a very worthy early pick for Murphy's Law.
He picked one pick after me. I was going to pick him, and I was like, no one will pick back, so I'll get him in round 3. And then Kieran picked him the next pick after Canelio, so not too bad, but
I think it was the right sort of range. Like, there weren't many defenders around. So.
there was none. It was Simpson and Hooley, and I was like, okay, I'll get one of them in round 3. But Kieran picked Simpson straight after me, and then Hooley
well, he saved you.
straight before
Potentially,
me.
he saved you with that Hooley
Potentially.
pick.
I think Hooley's got to do well.
They could do
We're
alright.
talking about Richmond players. Maybe he won't.
Exactly. He's a Richmond player, 2 weeks in, it's not looking good. So,
Anyway, good pick.
I think so, especially with Doherty out there. He just wants the ball.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been
It's
dream
all that.
team. So.
Shout out to Lockie Hunter and Ed Kernow from I Shot the Sheriff, who are both averaging, Hunter 113, Kernow 124. And these are mids that he picked in round 6 and 7. I thought he went way too early on them, but
Definitely
Paul might
went
have talked now.
early on him, but I mean, obviously, I had Hunter up higher in my ranks than he should have been in the pre-draft rankings.
I was hoping he'd last around that, round 10, just
Yeah.
after round 10. Unfortunately not. Max swooped in. Very good work to get those guys. Shout out to Jared Witz as a round 18 keeper. He's averaging 119.
Last minute keeper as well.
Yeah, well, he wasn't sure whether to keep him at 18 or 10. I think he was always going to keep him.
Right.
When he talked about Heath Shaw, I think it was just a bit of a...
Joke.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Who knows? Anyway, good
Stuck in
keeper.
the past. He's averaging 11 points more than the next best ruck, which is pretty great. He might be the top ruck this year, who knows. And also figuring with envy, Tim Taranto, who is currently in the top 10 forwards, averaging 101 points, and he picked him in round 22. How did he slip past everyone?
There you go.
Just absolutely insane.
TT.
Of course, we do have to then cover the duds. The one that really stuck to mind for me
Michael
was
Hibbert.
was my entire team. Yeah, Ben Lambert. Well, we don't know, but there is at least one slightly worse kind of.
Christian Saylor.
Christian Salen's pretty bad. I'd Billy Longer down here,
Oh yes.
who's averaging 28.
Just yeah. Was he averaging last year? Like
And Alec kind of picked him as his first ruck in round 17.
we did.
Yeah, he picked him as his first ruck, so God, he's glad. He must be so glad that Sandlands was still on the board, because if you were relying on Longer now, waiting longer for a ruck.
Well, he's got
It's not worked
first. He's got first free agent. Oh, sorry, I ruined your part.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
say
alright.
it
It's
again.
been done like a million times. I don't want to do it again.
He's got first free agent
Lyset might
priority,
be on
so he's got a Lyset. I mean, is he all that much better? Probably at the moment, yes, but yeah. Anyway, who else is thinking about?
Rockcliffe.
Oh man,
I think he's the big one.
that is probably the worst
He's
for
the-
a round 1 pick.
He's the candidate for the worst pick in the draft, I'd say.
At the
Very
moment.
easily.
Yeah.
He's averaging 42. And he got 33 this week. And he had 1 effective disposal, apparently. He's just not even doing anything for the team.
Glad someone else got him.
Yeah, well, he was the pick before mine, and I would have heavily considered him. Instead of Dane Beams or Jack McRae. So, cool. That's lucky.
I mean, he might get a forward status in round.
And even if he does,
6.
he's averaging 42. What has happened to him, you know?
Oh, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Well, this is what I wanted to talk quickly to you about Shane. Shane's shopping
Oh, yeah.
segment.
That's the last point on the list.
That's right.
I
So,
don't know what this was about.
so Shane normally doesn't trade very much, at least not until it comes up to crunch time. and he has to trade for picks or give away picks or whatever it is. So I was just trying to throw out a couple of offers at Shane and see what you might take and see what the rest of the league would offer at you. And Rockcliffe is a talking point at the moment.
Right.
So would you take Rockcliffe into your team, and what sort of player would you give up for him? I've got a couple of suggestions. Would you give up Isaac Smith for Rockcliffe?
No.
What about Nick Newman, who was obviously dropped, only got 67 the round before? No?
Nah.
Not even.
Not at the moment.
What about Jesse Hogan?
Definitely not.
What?
Picked him in round 6.
Not even.
Giving him up.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, well, he picked Rockcliffe in round 1.
Yeah, but
Could come back to big status.
I mean, he
Might be
could.
the best trade you ever make.
no.
Alright, maybe these might be possible for you. Matt Tabiner. He's averaging 90.
Yeah.
You got him in round 23.
Yeah.
It's a round 18 keeper, I guess.
He is. I mean, I picked him intentionally. It wasn't just a random. I picked him because I thought he was going to do well.
Yeah, it was a good pick.
He's averaging 90 because he scored 90 in both rounds.
Would you take Rockcliffe for him? Seems like you really think of that.
I don't think so at the moment.
Wow, not even Tabiner.
Maybe like Aaron Young.
Brendan Matera?
Maybe Aaron Young.
I mean, he offered Matera to half the league, so...
Yeah, but I'm trying to get a defender, not a centre or a forward, which what his Rocky's got to be.
Your mid-7 is currently Sinclair.
Well, he's currently Isaac Heaney.
Right, yes, but who could be your forward, sure.
Yeah, but like Aaron Young's not even on my emergency.
So I'm guessing you're giving absolutely no hope to a Rocky bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, I need to see something.
Yeah, but so would Brett.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we
don't
go.
see
I
anything
think.
at the moment.
What about just the last one? Surely Hardwick. Surely give up Hardwick for Rockcliffe.
Well, not at the moment. I need him on my field. I need him. Like, my defense is
Wow.
terrible.
The free agent that Shane picked up last week, not even for a first round pick.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna who we're gonna play on field? O'Shea?
Just pick up another one.
Oh,
I mean, pick up one of the people you dropped. They'll probably end up.
I'm trying to get defenders in, not trade them out.
Well, that's alright. This proves my segment.
Then I'm not gonna
You're
trade.
not going to trade anything, so we'll keep trying next week, Shane. We'll see if you offer anything out. Sorry, Brett, you're not even going to get freaking Hardwick for Rockcliffe, so
Well, I mean, I can offer that up now just to see if he accepts it.
you might as well drop him. That's the only way you'll probably pick him up, right?
Rocky.
Will you even? If he's there in free agency?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Alright, there we go. Sold for free agency.
At 10th priority. Let's see if he slips through to me.
Beautiful. That's it from me, Shane. Before you run off, did you have anything to you want to discuss?
No.
No, great. Think you
I mean, I've been trying to trade Matera for defenders, but you know, if you want Matera and you have a defender that I want.
All right, beautiful. Well,
Go for it.
I hope this has been a coherent episode. It's kind of hard to tell.
I mean, we just hit the 30 minutes.
It's our first time
so
filming here, but yeah.
We're aiming for 30 minutes.
I like the wild card appearance from Cam as well. We'll get more of that. Maybe just get other people to stop by. walk by.
Yeah, if you want to be a guest, you can come and stand on the ledge.
Exactly. The ledge. Be a ledge on the ledge. And we will catch you maybe after a round or two. We're
Yeah.
back, hopefully with a few more wins under our belt.
Yep, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Alright, adios. Seriously, dude. Trade me a forward.
Press stop. You go press stop.
We're doing the thing where we pay him.
Still got to press stop.
We're doing the thing where we pay him. Ruined it. Absolutely ruined it now.
I bet $10 on GWS for the premiership at $18.
Can you make money from that already? What do you mean at $18? When were they ever $18?
It's just like, I couldn't remember, so I just made up a number.
Oh, guys.